The iPhone X has been out for 2 full weeks now, and for those who have one, you're probably all getting used to the little changes and nuances that it takes to use your new iPhone. One big change, of course, is the loss of the home button, which we already know means no Touch ID. More specifically, this means when you use Apple Pay, you'll need to use the new Face ID feature. Hey everyone, Dan with Mac Rumors, and in this video, we're going to talk about what it's been like using Apple Pay on the iPhone X and compare it to previous iPhones with Touch ID to see if there's any difference in real-world use. Before we go out and use Apple Pay with Face ID in the real world, we should probably touch on how to open Apple Pay on the new iPhone X. This part is very easy. Simply double tap the power button and Apple Pay will appear. This will work no matter what screen you're on, whether it be the lock screen, home screen, or even within an app. After testing Apple Pay on the iPhone X for the past 2 weeks, I really haven't noticed much of a difference in real-world use. The main difference to me is the ability to launch into Apple Pay a bit easier on the iPhone X over other Touch ID models, but using them at a register takes an extra step of bringing the phone closer to your face and then unlocking or authenticating and placing it near the card reader. With the iPhone 8 Plus, the whole process was a bit more seamless since I could activate, authenticate, and hold it near the card reader all at the same time using Touch ID. Over time, I think this whole process on the iPhone X will be much more streamlined and just natural to the user to where it probably won't seem like much of a difference, but currently it just felt a little more natural using Touch ID over Face ID on the iPhone X for Apple Pay. As far as transactions like purchasing apps from the App Store or using Apple Pay for in-app purchases, after the payment sheet appears, all you need to do is double-click the power button and Face ID will authenticate your transaction. Again, this isn't really any better or worse than using Touch ID and should have no impact on the overall user experience. So to sum it up, Apple Pay still seems as efficient and secure on the iPhone X with Face ID over previous generations that use Touch ID. There really isn't much of a difference in overall user experience except for a slightly slower checkout flow in real-world use. So how has Apple Pay been for you on the iPhone X? Has it been any better or worse than the previous Touch ID iPhones? Or is it pretty much the same? Let us know in the comments below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.